My name is Shane Filcher. I use any and all pronouns, and I'm currently serving as the president of the LGBTQ Bar Association and Foundation of Greater New York.
I'm Eric Lesh. I'm the executive director of LGBTQ, the LGBT Bar Association of New York. I've been serving in this role. This is my 5th gala, so I've been here for just about 5 years.
I'm LGBTQ's legal director, and I work to do our best to serve any and all LGBT New Yorkers in need of legal assistance.
The clinic is such a special place in my heart. As many of you know, the clinic really came into its own in the height of the AIDS epidemic in the early 90s to help people who are living with HIV and advanced stage HIV prepare their end-of-life documents. Today, the tone of the clinic may not be as somber, but it is as equally important now as it was back then.
I'm so grateful to be part of this organization which strives to serve the community in so many ways. Countless members of our community come to the center each week to seek help for very practical legal needs, whether they're family law needs, housing needs, immigration needs. And we have many members of LGBTQ who volunteer their time each week and really have become a community within a community. We provide holistic advice and counsel, referrals where appropriate, and sometimes take on compelling impact litigation.
I first got involved with LGBTQ as I was unhappy with the Bar Association offerings in my home state, feeling like even though it was an LGBTQ+ bar association, it didn't fully reflect all members of the community. So when I came to New York, I was delighted to see that that was not the case with LGBTQ.
We've really grown and expanded our ranks in these last 5 years. The first Pride that I marched in with LGBTQ, and we had a small group, and then right before the pandemic, we were marching and you couldn't even fit us all in the screen because there were so many people who were law student volunteers who came to us as judges, as lawyers, who all wanted to be a part of LGBTQ and to celebrate particularly some of the legislative accomplishments that we'd had.
Now more than ever, it's very difficult for law students and young lawyers to establish their foothold in the legal profession. I didn't come from a family of lawyers. My whole family is military. It was really difficult for me to kind of figure out the culture in both law school and the legal profession. And that's part of why it's so important to me now to give back and mentor to the next generation of law students.
You know, one of the things that we've really seen over the last 5 years that's made a huge difference and that I'm really proud of LGBTQ's role in was so much legislation that protects members of our community, particularly the most marginalized members, through the passage of GENDA, which protected trans folks from discrimination. We banned gay and trans panic legal defenses here in New York State. We banned conversion therapy statewide. So many things that really do help make sure that all New Yorkers are equal and protected.
People who call us through our helpline or come to our weekly clinic at the center. Other people reach out to us seeking a referral for a lawyer, and others come to us with cases that really need representation.
When we came to New York, we weighed some information about legal services, and we found some organization in the center was one of them. We got some stories with gay harassment on work, on my job, told me that we are not going to investigate it because it's about some gay thing, it's dirty, and it's like this.
They usually say things like those persons should die, or those should be killed, or like something like this.
The last stop was a war between Russia and Ukraine. I participated in protests. I was arrested. They took my phone. They found some messages from Mikhail. Mikhail called me and told that some man came to his apartment and asked about me, about who we are, each other. And we decided that we should do something. And 9th of March, we flew to New York. We started to Google what to do next. Yeah, and then we found the center.
I think their story is a perfect example of why the Tuesday Night Clinic exists. We're here at the center every Tuesday night to help individuals in our community who may be in need, individuals across New York City and even the globe. They came to us only a week after having arrived in New York City from Russia. They had suffered years of fear and persecution due to being gay, and more recently for their opposition to the war in Ukraine. Immediately, we knew that we needed to help in any way that we could and partnered them with an immigration practitioner. And now we're laboring to find a lawyer to take their case so that they can have asylum and safety in this country.